Hey everybody, we're working today on a 1.6 VW Golf, and unfortunately the alternator, the Serpentine belt that drives the power steering, the air conditioning, the water pump, smashed the tensioner wheel up. I'll try and get you in there so you can see it. There it is. As you can see, the plastic wheel totally smashed off of it. Now, VW in their wisdom changed it on 2006. Normally you'd have maybe 2-3 bolts around the edge of the idler and you can just take it off, but not this one. This one inserts into what that is the air conditioning bracket, and you can't see, but right, you see where that bolt is there, just below, let me see if I can get my finger in, just below in there. Yep, you believe that there's a bolt what goes into the back of the idler. So the idler literally is attached by a bolt that goes through that hole, through the back of the bracket. It's impossible to get to it from below. I did try. So we've opted to take the alternator off, the aircon pump, shove that out of the way, and I'll just show you the new idler. So I do believe this is the same on the VR6 idler and the T1800 Audi. So there you go, like, you got a bolt in the back, so that literally goes in to the bracket, and then you got what I would call a bastard bolt in the back. Can't get to it, so I've elected to go not too long way about it, but we've already got the bolts undone. I'm now going to take that bracket off, and then I'll show you how it's inserted. So I've managed to pull the three 13mm bolts out of the air conditioning pump hanger, and that's ready to come out. So let me pull it out. And there's the idler wheel, people. As you can see, good old Volkswagen. There's no bolts on the front. It literally inserts into the AC. And yes, you gassed it. Look at that. Right at the back, everyone told me that was a 13mm bolt. Well, that looks like about a 15 to me. So you undo that, and the old tensioner will come out. The tensioner wheel, as you can see, this one's smashed up. The good news is the replacement one is from Romania, and they've put a metal wheel on it opposed to the old plastic ones. That's the idler wheel, the old one. That is serviceable still, the old idler wheel, but I'm going to put a brand new one on just because we can and because we're there. So yeah, literally air conditioning bracket. You could possibly get it from below. I wouldn't say you couldn't, but I don't have a jack here, so I've gone down through the top. I removed the alternator from there. As you can see, I just hung that over there, and then moved the air condition pump to the side and just took the bracket off. That seemed to be the easier way. So this is once again a Golf 1.6 on a 2006, and that's the year they changed the tensioner wheel for the Serpentine belt. So no longer is it easy peasy lemon squeezy with just 1 or 2 bolts on the side. It is literally inserted into the bracket with a fucking great bolt. And I believe the Audi TT 1800, the 1400, and possibly the VRC has the same tensioner. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. So I've installed the new tensioner wheel into the air conditioning bracket, and as you can see, the bastard bolt is back in, and I have put a bit of thread lock in there just to make sure. The tensioner pin just there is still in. Don't remove that. It's your very last job. So happy days, we've got the tensioner wheel back into the aircon bracket. That's back on. There's 1, 2 and then 3 bolts on that. The aircon pump is now bolted up. This needs snugging home. There's 1 bolt, 2 bolts, 1 underneath there, and then there's another 3rd one. They're all 13mm. all right. So while the alternator is still off, I've elected to put the new idler wheel on. You can see that just goes above the new tensioner wheel. The reason I've done that simply is because it's much easier before you put the alternator back on. 16mm socket. So the belt configuration that you see in the diagram here is from a 1.4 engine, but don't be put off by that, because I do believe the 1.4 Volkswagen and the 1.6 is the same basic engine. It's probably, I don't say that there's bigger pistons, it's probably the stroke drops further down in the 1600, which gives you the increase in cc capacity. So starting right from the left there, you'll see we've got an external water pump. Most engines these days, the cam belt would run the water pump internally, but on these models, yes, they're tucked up right up the back of the bulkhead. Then you're running over to the guide wheel. I call it the idler, but it's the guide wheel. That's just the freewheel and plastic wheel. Round the generator, down to the IAC, around the crankshaft, and then up to the tensioner in the middle. Now once you've got your belt on there, you can then pull that lovely shiny metal pin out of the tensioner wheel, which will then release the tension on the spring, and it will all be ready to go. Well, that's what we thought. But 2 days later, sadly, this particular engine decided the generator, alternator here in the UK, had had enough. It overheated, started smoking, very, very, very hot, and the engine just shut down. So we bit the bullet and fitted a brand new alternator on, and the little car's running like a dream now, and we've had no more problems. So I hope this video will help you all out, and happy days. Like, subscribe. Thanks very much. So there we have it, new alternator on, new idler, new tensioner, new belt. And this little old motormobile car is nearly ready to go.